Live from Television City in Hollywood, it's Gameshow Direct 23. And now, here's your host, J-Sack.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Gameshow Direct 2023. I should say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whatever time of the world it is, because we've got people from all around the world here with us at Gameshow Direct 23. Speaking of all around the world, we've got all around the community joining us. We have got a lot of groups. I had a number, and I can't read that number because that number's really big. It's a very big number because we have so many groups here. We've got the entire community here. And I do mean the entire community. We've got TOF Studios. We've got Gameshow League. We've got Arman Productions. We've got even some of the smaller groups like Mikey Does Stuff, Shady's Game Show Club, Studio 64, Waffle's Game Show Network, Whammy's Home of Game Shows, and we were supposed to have NBC Studios, but unfortunately, due to some scheduling conflicts and things going on, they couldn't join us this afternoon, but we do want to shout them out just for being the awesome people that they are. We thank them for their support, we wish them all the best, and we hope that they can join us next time, because you bet your bottom dollar that there's going to be a next time. So, with all that fun introduction out of the way, let's just get right into this. Let's jump right into it. Let's get our first group out here. It is Mikey Does Stuff, and they're going to tell you all about their upcoming things that they got upcoming, because it is up and coming and up. Yeah. So take it away, guys. Let's see what you got.
Thank you, J-Sack. Thank you, everyone. On behalf of Mikey Does Stuff, it is a great pleasure to be a part of Gameshow Direct 2023. Now, ever since 2022, MDS has always been the #1 group for game nights and game shows in this community. This summer, Mikey Does Stuff has come up with an event called Mikey Does Summer of Fun and Games, as most of the shows are heading into their second season and brand new shows for the summer. One of many shows coming to MDS under the Mikey Does Stuff Summer of Fun and Games is the long-awaited Season 2 of Wheel of Fortune. After Season 1's recent ending, Season 2 is hitting your screens in the Season 40 studio. Now, this is a really exciting era for the Wheel of Fortune on Mikey Does Stuff, as Wheel of Fortune takes a turn for the recent years and the current season. Now, we've teased you guys with pictures of the set and the logo, but now here's a picture of the set. Boom. We also have our premiere date set in stone, July 1st. The host will still remain the same, that being myself and the wonderful Mike the Cav. We can ensure that Season 2 of Wheel of Fortune would be a great addition to the Mikey Does Summer of Fun and Games lineup during the summer. Now, I heard some of you guys say, what if there's a dedicated celebrity version of a show? Like Celebrity Pyramid or Celebrity Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Well, my friends, we have a great answer to reply to you with. With the current Wheel of Fortune coming in Season 2, we can also reveal that the Season 2 Wheel of Fortune set will also hit the celebrity version. We are so excited for this version. So excited that we wanted to share with you guys the set, and here it is. Myself and Mike are going to be hosting as usual, and we cannot wait to welcome celebrities into the Season 2 set for our dedicated celebrity edition of Mikey Does Wheel of Fortune. Now, what about MDS's #1 show, The Price Is Right? Well, as we finish episode 10 of Season 1, Season 2 will be set to premiere at the end of the summer in order to get everything ready for the new set, as we made a new remastered Studio 33. Now, we were originally planning to do Season 35 of Season 2 as an honour to Robloxia, Wheel 326 and Bob Barker himself, as it was his last season, but the producers decided that during the 1990s was appropriate to do it. So Season 2 will be based off 1996 to 1999, which is around Season 25 to Season 28. on the red shirt. Now, this is the only photo we can provide as the studio is still being made, but the game will still have the feeling as the same as previous seasons. Mike the Cav will still be your host, and the models will still remain the same. Get ready to come on down during the summer for Mikey Does The Price Is Right Season 2 under Mikey Does Summer of Fun and Games. Now, let's move on to another show. And for this occasion, here's a video of what's also coming up next. Something that is very familiar to the MDS culture. Take a look.
Thank you, Rizzo. Now, we promised you the best talent yet, and they delivered. We promised them a whole new look, and we delivered. For the first time in Millionaire's history, we have 10 contestants battling it out for it in the fastest finger first question to face me in our brand new set. These people here have a chance to play for Roblox's biggest cash prize of 1,000 Robux. We have 3 rounds of questions to play with. Which 3 lucky contestants will be lucky enough to aim for that cash prize? Tell him voiceover, Ryan! Starting this summer, Roblox's biggest answer and question show is back for Season 2. New questions, new lifelines, and a brand new set. But 2 things will stay the same. The cash prize of 1,000 Robux is back. And yours truly is back for more drama. Oh Lord, help me. Who will sink and who will swim? It's all to play for live. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Starts summer of 2023, only on MDS.
Now, let me introduce to you the other person that's going to be running the NDS presentation for Gameshow Direct 23. A person who knows a lot more on the subject of the games that you've just seen. Come on in, Ryan.
Thank you, Rizzo. Wow, what a nice video for Season 2. Now, here are some explanations about Season 2. A few months ago, we just finished our Season 1 production of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. And we have received some DMs from our contestants of why we didn't add Fastest Finger first. And to be completely honest, I didn't know either why we didn't do it. But this season, I'm happy to say, we are adding Fastest Finger first to make the game more fun and that contestants can participate more. We have also made a new set. A special thanks to Augie for lending us this set, as it is based off of the 1999 Netherlands set. We really haven't decided on a date yet, but it will mostly take place in late June or early July. So don't miss the big premiere of Season 2. Now, we have a new show. Yes, a new show that is coming to MDS, produced by Absolutely THW and MDS Deal or No Deal producer Biz150 Official. Russian Roulette is coming to MDS for the very first time. The 6 drop zones are coming to MDS, accompanied by the same dreadful levers. Russian Roulette is the final show to be coming to MDS during the summer, which is a great reason why we have saved this show for the last of our presentation for MDS. Hitting your screen live from some warehouse in Brazil, 6 players are fighting to survive, to drop below them and walk out with the cold hard cash. Will you be able to live up to the pressure of answering the question right, or will you drop through the floor faster than a water slide? Join us during the summer to find out. The host of the show is yet to be determined, but we can assure you that the Russian Roulette franchise would be a great addition to MDS under the Mikey Does Summer of Fun and Games brand. Once again, it is a great pleasure to be a part of Gameshow Direct 2023. And now, let's take a look at the next group. Thank you very much indeed.
Hello, everyone. I'm the owner of Shady's Game Show Club, the Shady Man. First of all, I'd like to... Oh my god, Nana. I haven't seen you in 10 years. Wow, this must be special. Anyway, on to the main part of things. My group originally was just a server I had with friends to mess around and do Wipeout, but then I thought, we could turn this into a full running game show group, and ever since, we're in our second year of production, very close to our 500 member milestone, and bringing the joy of trivia and obstacle game shows that everyone loves onto the Roblox platform, including a production we're very excited for. Starting off with a newly revamped US 1997 Wheel of Fortune, hosted by the great duo of Scooby-Doo of Roblox and Count Byron. Like always, the wheel goes all around, but what will our players land on? Nobody knows. Premieres very soon. Can't wait. Takeshi's Castle had a little bit of behind-the-scene issues, but we're back for lots of contestants attempting to defeat the one and only Takeshi for a great Robux prize. Everybody knows about Family Feud, Press Your Luck, and etc. Our new show coming out is something nobody expected. Not even half of the staff. That's how shocking it is. We all missed when Double Dare had its supposed farewell until now. That's right, it's the fun physical game show that will knock your socks off with all the wacky, messy, and most importantly, fun physical challenges we have for all of you. We double dare you to tune in this July, only on SGC. Special thanks to Epic Toy Series and Coaster Force for making this happen, and we hope to see y'all there for the return of this thrilling and nostalgic game show. Well, I've certainly had fun announcing our summer and year-long plans. I'm surprised I actually kept it in for that long. As promised, for our upcoming project, let's welcome in our producer, Flip.
Hello, everyone. It is truly, and I mean truly, an honor to be here. And thank you, Shady, for introducing me. I have quite a big announcement to make. As you heard earlier, Shady had what he called a main event in staff correlation, but to me, it's more of an ultimatum. This has been something never done before, and it's a completely new concept you've seen on Roblox. Let me be clear here. This took forever to even truly get started. I mean, creative differences aside, multiple people disagreed on it, and it only started about a month ago that we actually started production on it. But it's here, and no one can stop us now unless we receive a cease and desist letter. But otherwise, we are perfectly fine. You've seen Creator Clash, you've probably seen wrestling, you've probably seen boxing, you've seen fighting, you've heard of it, you've seen it. And if you know me well, you'll know I'm quite a big wrestling guy. Yep, not many game show people are into wrestling. Even when groups like GCWCW existed, or RWF, where game show people actually wrestled, we didn't have that many people, which was unfortunate. But I find that ironic. A lot of people get into fights during picking. I'm getting off track here, but all of that aside, this is going to be one of the biggest projects in SGC history and possibly in all of Roblox history. I give to you, the viewer, the Game Show Brawl. Now, first off, that logo is definitely still in production. That's not my best work. But this is truly something I've been waiting for a very long time. I brought this up early last year, and we're only now just getting started on it. That shows you the commitment to this. This is going to feature some of not only my personal favorite, but also your favorite game show members, whether it be top production ones or even lesser known ones that a lot of people seem to know. And quite frankly, anyone can be here, and they will all fight for the crown of to be claimed the ultimate game show brawler, which will be picked by you, the viewers. Now, I need to be open with you. This is not expected to happen tomorrow, it's not expected to happen next week, and it's certainly not expected to happen within June. However, there are two things we can confirm at this time. One, this event is set to take place either in late quarter 3 of 2023 or late quarter 4 of 2023. That is within a 6-month time frame, and if I missed that, I don't know what to tell you. And another thing, thank you to a very, very generous donor. We can confirm at this time the location of the Game Show Brawl. I am a Massachusetts native, and I cannot wait to tell you that this event will be taking place in the TD Garden, located in Boston, Massachusetts. This event is going to be huge, not only for our group, but for everyone. You will not want to miss it, and thankfully it will be recorded, live streamed, and because I am a data hoarder, there will be 20 copies of it on my hard drive. That's how committed I am. Please welcome back at this time, the Shady Man. Shady, how do you feel about this so far?
I think it's gonna be pretty good. That's what I think.
Yeah. And again, Prime, thank you for letting us up here. I'm shocked we even got past security.
And that concludes our part of Game Show Direct. We'd like to thank all the admins here, especially Prime, for allowing us in. We hope to see you all soon for our new projects. Join SGC today. Welcome
to the club.
Thank you. How you doing? How you doing? Thank you. Thank you. That's my Steve Harvey impersonation. Wow, that stuff was great. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Shady. Thanks, Flip. And for Mikey Does Stuff, thank you, Rizzo and Ryan. You guys are great. I'm looking forward to all that stuff. So, speaking of stuff, we've got a lot of groups, a lot more stuff to come. But before we get on to our next live presenters, Whammy's home of game shows. They wanted to be with us here live tonight. Unfortunately, they couldn't come live, but that's okay. They sent along 2 video trailers for you to feast your eyeballs upon. So take a good look at these coming from Whammy's home of game shows. These 2 things.
Get ready to match the stars. Match Game is coming to Whammy's home of game shows.
Wow, match game and Deal or No Deal. That's a lot coming soon. I look forward to that. I'm gonna take a close peek at that. So thanks, guys. That's again for coming from Whammy's home of game shows. Now we've got 2 more groups coming up, and then we've got a little intermission and a big groups coming later. Because I know we've got some announcements from big groups like TOF, Arman Production, Gameshow League, and The Price is Right Robloxia. They're coming up a little later in the program. But before we get to those guys, we have some more announcements coming from our featured groups tonight. I say tonight, it's afternoon. We've got Studio 64 and Waffle's Game Show Network coming to you right now, so don't go anywhere. But I'm going to go somewhere so they can come out on stage, all right? I better see y'all when I come back. I'll quiz you if I have to. Don't go anywhere.
Hello, I'm Gameshow Direct 23, and thank you for having me and all of Studio 64 here. So our group is called Studio 64. It's founded by Mr. Martley64, hence the name. Yeah, we have some past shows and originals to get into, such as the Spin for a Million franchise and 1 vs 100. And we have upcoming projects as well, such as Wheel of Fortune and Millionaire The Clock Strikes Back. So our first show that we're going to get into is Wheel of Fortune. So as you can see behind me, we have the set, and it's not the American set. It's actually inspired by 2 European versions, Spain and Turkey's, which are merged into one in a way with some other custom elements to them. And you'll have a custom board, custom graphics, and a custom wheel, but we'll be using the American format. So our next show that we have is Millionaire The Clock Strikes Back. There's a set behind me. So we're going to have a fastest finger first round, just like any other version of Millionaire, but this one is slightly different. 2 players go head to head on multiple choice questions. The first to get a question wrong is eliminated, while the other contestant goes into the hot seat. The questions have times that increase as the money at stake increases. After the second milestone, contestants can select one more lifeline from a list of 3 to help on the tougher questions. We'll be using Olga graphics, Olga van der Brandt to be specific for the name, and a shuffle set will be used for the show. Next up, we have 1 vs 100. We have the American format from GSN, and also the set that was used on the show. The thing that will be different for our version is that we'll be using Lua scripting to create a virtual mob. Our next show that we have up is Spin for a Million. We have 3 seasons so far, and we have a 4th season coming up very, very soon. So we have 5 versions: the classic, but 4 very special ones, such as Cracked Out, Inferno, Winner Takes All, and Celebrity. The 4th season that was coming up will be using a new set design and new game mechanics, and a new round at the end of the game called Fortune Finale. But if you come to our show, you'll find out what that is. Our next one up is Lingo. We'll be using a new set based on the US reboot version with RuPaul, and we'll be using a hybrid of the UK and US format. So that is all that we have in store for you guys, and we hope to see you guys at our shows very, very soon. Thank you everybody for being here and listening to what Studio 64 has to offer. Goodbye.
Hello there. My name is Cool Waffle, owner of Waffle Game Show Network. You know, WGSN originally started back on December 15th, 2020. The group ran for 2 years and unfortunately closed down a few days after its 2nd anniversary. But now we are back bringing a classic show and bringing a new show. When WGSN was first created, our first ever show was Family Feud. Family Feud was the 2nd most popular show on WGSN before the shutdown. We had a great run with the show, but we thought you might be interested in this news. It's time to play the Family Feud. Family Feud is making its grand return on WGSN with a new set design, new lighting animations, new board animations, a fully working fast money board, and we're giving away cars. The Family Feud is being based off 2023 Harvey's set, and we decided to kick off this season with a high quality set for the first season. Get ready for some action, as the show's premiere is on this summer, only at WGSN. Now at Waffle Game Show Network, instead of bringing back old shows as we did in the past, we decided to look towards the future and bring new shows. In the United Kingdom, Comedy Central brought a revival version of Blockbuster 2019, but it didn't get to do too many episodes that year, and they stopped production on the show. WGSN decided to continue the fun of Blockbusters and bring it into Roblox for you guys. And you probably guessed already, our brand new show is Blockbuster. The show plans to premiere before the summer ends. Well, that's all for Waffle Game Show Network's presentation. If you are interested in joining our group, search Waffle Game Show Network on the group's page on Roblox website. If you have a Discord account, you can scroll down to our social links on the group page. Anyways, I'm Cool Waffle. So long.
Wow, that was great. Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys. You know, why do they call it Waffles Game Show Network when there's no waffles involved? Like, I would kill for some good Belgian waffles, you know? No, just me. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I could always go from Waffle House. You know, it's not a Waffle House, it's a Waffle Home. And on those wise words, we thank Waffle House for being a sponsor of this afternoon's presentations. But speaking of sponsors, we got to pay the bills. We'll be right back after this commercial break. Will there be commercials? I am being told there will not be commercials. And is Waffle House a sponsor? Waffle House is not a sponsor. So everything that I just said in the last 30 seconds was completely made up. Okay, completely made up. Well, on that terrible bombshell, so I just have to, I just introduced the next group then. Okay. I want to give a big shout out to our offstage stage manager, cameraman, camera guy, editor person in charge of all of this, person who wrangled all this together, person responsible of wrangling me together. You can see him right there behind that camera. Please put some big C's and C's and what other things they put in chat? They put C's in chat. Don't put F's in chat because W, big W. Just all of the praise goes to the wonderful I, Prime Lion, Mr. Prime Lion, Prime Carry, Prime Player Lion. The Prime is right. The real Prime, everything you know. And he is absolutely one of the greatest people on this earth. And he did not pay me $20 to say that, by the way. I just said that completely unprompted. And he has no idea what I'm going to say next. And speaking of no idea what I'm going to say next, our next group coming up is Arman Productions. And they are just a fabulous group run by a fabulous person. Fabulous things going on with fabulous versions of Millionaire. They're up to what, 40, 45 versions of Millionaire? I think they have more versions of Millionaire than countries that currently have active versions of Millionaire. I'm not sure. Wow, that's a dramatic zoom. Okay, thank you for that. That's my cue to shut up and get off stage. So, may I present Arman Productions? Let's see what they got. Come on out, guys.
Right. Thank you, JSAC. Hello, everyone, and welcome to APS's presentation on this year's Gameshow Direct. Before we start, I would like to thank you all for the support you've been giving us for the last 3 years in the community. You guys are the reason we do these shows, and we love to entertain you. Now, the first question I would like to answer is, who are we? APS is a group that was founded on June 23rd, 2020 under the name Arman Productions. Since then, we've gained over 1,260 members and produced more than a dozen shows for the community. Our goal is to entertain and introduce the audience to international and local hit formats on the market. The shows we have produced over the years include 4 seasons of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, including hit spin-offs, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire Hot Seat, and Fastest Finger First, with 4 and 1 season respectively. 1 season of The Chase, with season 2 still on air, 2 seasons of Thin Ice, which is an original format created by Quiz Doctor, 3 seasons of The Weakest Link, 1 season of The Smartest Person, 1 season of The Wheel, 4 seasons of The People Versus, which includes the original spin-off, The Clock Versus. On to the next part of our presentation, which is the first and second quarter of 2023. During the winter and spring seasons, we welcomed 4 new formats to APS. 1 versus 50, which is based off of RTL Nederland's 1 tegen 50, originally known as 1 tegen 100, or 1 versus 100. Limitless Win, which is based off of RTL Deutschland's Ohne Limit. Beat the Legend, based off of ProSieben's Schlag den Star, or Beat Your Host. In English, The Wall, which is based off of the BBC's version. And we brought back some of our classic formats. We had Season 4 of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, which is a Sony Pictures Television format. The Weakest Link, Season 3, which is the BBC Studios format. The Clock Versus Season 2, a CPL format. And The Chase, ITV and Potato format. Our shows have proven themselves as community hits by attracting people week after week. The premiere of Limitless Win attracted 61 people on April 8th, making it the second biggest premiere in APS history. It was only 3 people behind the Season 2 premiere of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire Hot Seat. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire Hot Seat attracted 54 people with its second chance special on February 19th, which is a new all-time high for the show at APS. The launch of our other new format, 1 versus 50, on April 9th also attracted 54 people. The second episode of the monthly format, Beat the Legend, which aired on February 26th, was watched by 49 people, and that is currently the all-time high for the show. Another one of our classics, The Weakest Link, also set a new all-time record on January 21st, and it was watched by 46 people. Now, the most important part of the presentation. What's new? For the rest of the year, we have prepared new formats as well as classic formats. The first part we'll be talking about are new shows. Starting with The Super Chase, aka Beat the Chasers. This is a spin-off of one of the most popular formats in the community, which is The Chase, and it's got higher stakes and it's way more intense than the original. Our contestants will be able to take on up to 5 chasers and win huge amounts of money. The show will air on a monthly basis at the beginning of the autumn season. Next up, we've got Wheel of Fortune. This iconic game show is a community favorite, and after 2 years, it's coming back to APS in a tournament-style format, which is a community first. The show will air on Sundays later this year. Another one is Deal or No Deal, which also makes its way to APS, but with a twist that makes it different from any other Deal or No Deal in the community. Our contestants will have the opportunity to win up to 5 million euros, and it all starts on Saturday, June 24th at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. And now, on to our last part, returning shows. For the rest of the year, we've also got some of our most popular shows returning for new seasons. They are Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, which will celebrate its 25th anniversary with a 4-part special season, whose premiere is planned for the beginning of September. Another one is Season 5 of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire Hot Seat, which will return to its 4:30 p.m. slot starting Saturday, June 24th. After a very successful first season, the hit format, The Wheel, also returns for its second season starting on the same date, Saturday, June 24th at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And last but not least, The Smartest Person 2023. After last year's season, the groundbreaking format returns and we'll see a new person take over Quiz Please's title as the smartest person in the community. The show will have a slightly shorter run and is expected to begin in the autumn. That's all, you guys. Thank you so much for watching our presentation, and I'll see you soon.
Hello, everyone. I'm Waffle, a representative for Gameshow League, producer of shows like Wheel of Fortune and Card Sharks.
And I'm Superman Law, also representing GSO and producer of Family Feud. And we're excited to tell you about the surprises and special events coming to GSO or Gameshow League in the future.
We have been working hard to bring you amazing shows for you to experience and enjoy as audience members and as contestants. We've also made high-quality roleplay shows and high-quality shows in general, so we can bring you one of the best Roblox game show experiences in the community.
Firstly, we're going to start with something small. A few months ago, we announced a new show coming to GSL, 10 to 1. And after the announcement, not a lot of news came up about it. But now it is all changed because we finally have a pilot date for the show. But some of you might be wondering, what is 10 to 1?
The premise of the show is to find the best quizzes in the community, and the season finale to find out who is the champion of the season. The show will be based on a Polish format from 1999. Only 2 changes are 10 players, interpretation in the final round in the form of 20 points if decided to take questions for yourself. The first season will consist of 14 episodes and a championship game. In the championship prize, the ultimate winner will be $75,000 for a championship win, $25,000 for being the person with the most points accumulated in the whole season, and a total of $100,000 if won both checks. There will also be a break for the audience to win something and a lotto during a break. And the pilot episode of 10 to 1 is scheduled for Saturday, June 17th at 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Do you have what it takes to be the best quizzer in the community?
Next up, a new show that has yet to be announced anywhere on our communication platforms. Greed, now, is an intense and selfish desire for something, especially wealth, power, or food. In a world where fortune favors the brave, greed pushes the boundaries of daring souls who will stop at nothing to win up to 1 million euros. A team of 5 contestants faces the common foe, the Tower of Greed. The more the team conquers, the more the team earns. At any moment, the temptation of the team to take the money and run will consume them. Will the players pray or walk away early? Contestants from all walks of life come together to play as a team, but halfway through the game, strangers become allies or enemies as one contestant at every round is faced with a moral dilemma. Eliminate another contestant and win a bigger share of the pot, or keep the team as it is. Players are tested on courage, strategy, and appetite for risk. Gameshow League brings the richest, most dangerous game show to you, starting this summer in 2023. Do you feel the need for greed? Yes, that's right. Greed, the high stakes and suspense game show, is coming to GSL. More information for it will follow later in the summer.
Wow, that's a cool show. But finally, we got a revival of an old classic from our group. A show which was rumored to be dead forever, never to come back. However, without any rumors spreading, it will be a blast. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, the world's most popular game show, is finally returning Gameshow League. That's right, the classic GSL show which accompanied us during its first incarnation, in a short while accompanied us for the second incarnation, is now finally back for its 3rd season here on Gameshow League. The show's host will be no other than community legend Arman, and will take place once again in the USA. But this time with improved lighting, functionality, quality, and suspense. Information about the show and its comeback will follow shortly, and hopefully it will premiere just before the summer has ended. Once again, Millionaire is back.
That's quite a lot of announcements. I can feel that this will be an amazing summer, and you definitely will not forget it.
If you want to know more about us, other announcements in the future, show alerts, and just hang out and have a good time, feel free to join our Discord server, our Roblox group, and come to our shows. We work very hard to bring the magic to our shows, and we will appreciate your support. Let's have an amazing summer together. And from me, Super, and the Gameshow League, goodbye.
Thanks so much, guys. Thanks so much. Big thanks going to Arman Productions. Hey, was it just me, or was their presenter kind of, I don't know, a little cute? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. And also Gameshow League. Thanks for coming out here, guys. We know there's been a little bit of, little community, but, we're so glad to have you. And speaking of community, that's what we are, all of us together. And our thanks go out to each and every single one of you Whether you're someone who has been working their butt off every single day for the last 10 years in this community, or whether you're somebody who just joined yesterday, or maybe you only watch us on YouTube and you haven't even been part of us at all. Come join us. We'd love to have you. And speaking of us loving to have you, if you have a game show group and you want to be part of the next Game Show Direct, and there will be a next Game Show Direct because I just said those words right here now during this one. There will be a next one. Let us know about it. I'm sure pay attention to the community. We will send out many announcements saying if you want to be a part of the next one, let us know. Because that's what we're all about here in the Roblox Game Show community. Being together. Togetherness and spirit and everything. All of it. That's been my whole vibe the entire time I've been here. And I hope it's been your vibe too. Because we're here to have fun. We're here to play games, have fun, be a community. And that's what it's all about. So, with all that out of the way, we go to our next group. Our penultimate group, if I can use that $12 word properly, TOF Studios. They got a lot going on, so pay very close attention to their presentation. See if you can see some things, because I think you might be able to see some things. They got pie charts and graphs, and I think they have bar charts, and I know JC is involved with it, and all sorts of fun stuff. So pay very close attention to them, because there may be a quiz about it. I know I threatened it before. But there may be a quiz about this one, so don't go anywhere. Pay attention.
Hello, my name is Mr. Shaw X, and I represent TOF Studios in the marketing and PR department. I'm excited to welcome you all this evening to this amazing event to showcase all things TOF Studios. First, I'm going to introduce you and go over a brief overview over the state of the group, some statistics with some data charts, and a glimpse of what's to be presented. Later on in our presentation, we'll show you what's to come during the TOF Studios throughout the rest of 2023. You might see some familiar faces to give you some news on the latest productions. We're also celebrating a decade of entertainment. Over the last 10 years, TOF Studios had a lot going on, and we're here to show you what we've done to prepare for this milestone. All right, going into our data charts here, first we're going to look at the gender diversity in TOF Studios. So the majority of our group, just about 86.7%, is made up of males, 4.4% is made up of females, 4.4% is made up of non-binary members, and 4.4% of our members preferred not to say. Looking at our age range in TOF Studios, 60% of our members are in the 13 to 17-year-old age range. 31.1% of our group is 18 to 24 years old, and then 4.4% of our members are in the 25 to 34 age range, and again 4.4% of our members preferred not to stay. Looking at our race and ethnicity data chart, 60% of our members are white, 13.3% of our members are black, 4.4% of our members are Asian and Pacific Islander, 6.7% of our members are Hispanic or Latino, 2.2% of our members are mixed, and 11.1% of our members preferred not to say. Finally, looking at our region graphic chart, 44.4% of our group is North American. In a close second, we have 40% of our group being European. 4.4% of our members are Asian or are in the Asia and Pacific Islander region. 2.2% of our members come from Latin America. And again, 8.9% of our members preferred not to say. As a reminder, all of this data was collected in a recent climate survey taken by our group in our server. And now we have a special announcement with Sam about a new project taking place in TOF Studios.
Only one show is missing.
Breakable.
Fragile.
Testimony.
Do you like the talk?
Shoot.
Marbles.
And the crowd goes wild as the new super password is coming back to TOF Studios. The famous board game is back and better than ever, with over 50,000 to be won in virtual money. Super Password has everything, with all new, exciting, funny, and stupendous puzzles just waiting to be solved on the new Super Password. Returns in the year 2023.
If you saw the video, then you guessed it. I am pleased to announce that Super Password, a long-lost legacy show, will return to TOF after a 5-year absence. The new season will be introducing new features like the cash word and a renovated set and audience area this season. I hope to get this show running by August or the end of summer, because you know, this show needs a lot of love. And why not bring back the memories, they say, because we're going to do it on Super Password in 2023. And now, to continue TOF's presentation, please welcome JC.
Hey everybody! I'm thrilled to share news about the upcoming JC Show season on TOF Studios. Our team has been hard at work creating an incredible season that is sure to excite our viewers. This season, we're drawing inspiration from Lady Gaga's Chromatica Ball Summer Stadium Tour. What can you expect? Have a look at the montage for the Chromatica Ball to get a taste of what's to come. This energy paired with our classic talk show formula would create an hour of excitement. The studio will not only be the only attraction, the ancient city of Babylon will come to life as an immersive landscape. It'll be our biggest season from the visuals to the experience. You thought we were done? Absolutely not. We're excited to share that not only Lady Gaga is being inspired this season, we're including Beyonce's Renaissance World Tour as inspiration. This will be along with other pop superstars for the ultimate concert experience. One more thing. We have a little present from Babylon. Version 1.0 of the logo for the JC Show Season 3. Fabulous, huh? We took inspiration from Gaga's album Chromatica and the psychedelic nature of the season. Development has begun, and we can't wait to share more information with you. Join the TOF Studios Discord server and follow the Twitter account at the JC Show Roblox for updates. The journey continues Friday, September 22nd. You won't want to miss it. We'll see you in Babylon. Let's start to Sir Guerra with a clip for the new TOF original React.
Thanks, Joel. We're looking forward to a brand new TOF original. Up next, hers gives us a dish on a TOF classic.
Hello Gameshow community members and YouTube viewers. Tonight I have a great privilege to announce that the Pyramid is coming back for its 4th season. This season is going to be a little bit different, besides the fact that we remade the set from season 1, the Gameshow Network set, which actually looks much better than the previous one. Now, major update is that unfortunately we will not have the tournament. Or instead of 1, we will have 2 full games, just like the real deal. First team to win game 1 has a chance to win $50,000. If they're good enough, they could win $100,000. No need to worry. Game's the same, and so is our host Shady. We're patiently awaiting you all to join us this summer for our 4th season of another awards game, The Pyramid, coming this July. See you there, and good luck. And now, a teaser. Now, A Decade of Entertainment by Nolan.
Thank you, Hers. TOF's 10th anniversary is coming up in less than a year. Isn't that crazy? Since our establishment in 2014, we've accomplished so many things, such as gaining over 7,000 members and counting, over 1 million views on our YouTube channel, over 50 productions, which has been aired in TOF Studios, many awards and prizes which have been given away to our community members, and we welcomed a handful of talented and experienced developers, staff, members, and moderators. And did I mention we have a new owner? What's his name again? Anyway, we have a bunch of events and shows planned for our relaunch for the rest of the 2023 and for 2024. But what's next? Let me ask you a couple of questions. What if we brought legacy shows such as Our Secret Story, Family Feud, and The Price is Right back? Fan favorites, cult classics, or even projects from the vault? What if a familiar voice made their return to TOF Studios after more than 5 years? What if we held a night of glitz, glamour, and awards? What if we tried finding the next millionaire? It's all a mystery for now, but in the meantime, stay connected!
Wow, thanks for that, guys. You know, I've noticed I have been saying wow quite a lot this afternoon. Can we get a wow counter? That's too much effort. Don't worry about that. But I have been saying wow quite a lot this afternoon. Honestly, wow. Truly, genuinely, honestly, that was wow worthy. I mean, to break down the group statistics like that, the demographics, both age, race, and gender, that's a lot, man. That was a lot of information taken. And golden balls. I love golden balls. I love all balls. But that's besides the point. We have had such a fun afternoon going here. And I'm here just to wrap it up a little bit. But before we close shop, before we're done, I have a couple of announcements to make on behalf of The Price is Right Robloxia, which I can now certifiably claim as Roblox's group of all time. No qualifier, just one of the groups of all time. The Price is Right Robloxia. We've got a lot of announcements. I say a lot. It's 2. First off is a little bit of an apology, because we have been promising that we will get you guys a Price is Right episode in the near future. We've been promising it for a while, and we know that there have been some delays, and we're very thankful that all of you in the community have been very understanding about the reasoning behind these delays. I mean, truly, if it was up to me, we would be doing Price is Right every single day, but that's just not feasible. It takes a lot of work, a lot of effort, and we're very thankful that we have a community that understands that sometimes it takes a lot more effort than we're capable of. I mean, it's a lot of work, and a lot of people come together, and we hope that you will join us for the next time. I can say that we will be having it sometime towards the end of this month, sometimes towards the end of the June. Might be early July, but late June, early July, we're going to have another episode of The Price is Right Robloxia heading your way. And something that I can 100% guarantee will be happening July 5th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We will be gathering everybody we possibly can in the Price is Right Robloxia Discord server, and we will be having a watch along with The Price is Right at night. Oh, you will be able to hear all the fun stories from behind the scenes because CBS is re-airing an episode of The Price is Right at night that has not been seen since February 1st. I'll let the smarter ones of you try and figure out what's so important about February 1st and The Price is Right and why we're doing a watch party. But look forward to that. You'll hear all sorts of fun stories behind the scenes of that specific episode of The Price is Right. So with that, I think that just about wraps it up. I think we've announced everything. I think everybody's announced everything. So I'd like to thank you. I'd like to thank you, the viewer. I'd like to thank TOF Studios, Gameshow League, Arman Productions, Waffle's Gameshow Network, Studio 64, Whammy's Home of Game Shows, Shady's Game Show Club, Mikey Does Stuff, and Men's Bathroom Choir for all of the beautiful things that they have done for us over the last about an hour, I guess it's been. And we thank you for watching us, being here, sticking around, and just being a member of the community. We love having you here. We hope you join us next time. We hope you listen to everything you say. I know I've been promising a quiz, but I think that you already learned everything you need to know. I don't need to quiz you. You paid attention, and I thank you for that. And that's why we love you. We love you. Keep it here. Keep it real. Stay safe. Make good choices. And stay tuned, because Gameshow Direct 24 is just a year away. Don't go anywhere. Stay right there in your computer.